The LAL has made a significant impact in our practice. Truly, truly can tell you, I didn't think I understood the benefits of incorporating light adjustable lens in our practice until we started utilizing it in our practice. First of all, at the end of the day, it's always about patient satisfaction and happy patients. The 20 happy patient. So the ability to achieve that 20 happy patient has been significantly higher with this than any other lens that we've had in our practice. Number two, we found an actually significant increase in the premium lens adoption rate. At first I thought, okay, if I bring this in, I'm just going to cannibalize my multifocals, my torics, and all the other EDOF lenses I use. But I realized the quality of vision and the ability to tailor the lens to the patient, and that narrative really resonates with patients. So we started thinking about it not as much of, hey, I want to get rid of glasses and all about glasses and reading, etc. It was more about, can I get this vision to be the best that I can be for that patient? All of a sudden, you realize it's not always about getting rid of glasses for everything. It's about, hey, I want to have the best vision for my eye. So what we found was a significant portion of our light adjustable lens patients came from and are coming from a monofocal patient who I thought at first they wanted monofocality and a standard lens, but now I was thinking, you know what, I think I do want this light adjustable lens. So I think that was probably the biggest shocker and the biggest impact it's made is raising the entire premium market for our patient, and again, achieving that 20 happy patient.
So you may ask yourself, why now? Why introduce light adjustable lens to your practice? If you're offering premium results to your patients currently, you want to offer the most premium results. And the light adjustable lens is the most customizable and the most personalizable of any of our lens options. It's a monofocal lens that drives the premium channel in a way that patients respond to. It's been great for us as a practice and great for our patients.
If a colleague were to ask me, this LAL thing is going to take too long, it's going to put too much of a burden on our practice, what I would respond is, how much are you willing to pay and how far are you willing to go to give your patients the absolute best? We look at LAL as the white glove experience in our practice. Everyone's involved, from our technicians, from our optometrists that help us with these patients in terms of regular management, but also even for the light treatments themselves, to the surgeons, back to the patients. We're all a team and we work together in a seamless way. And this is where, if you're trying to improve efficiency, you really need to communicate with each other, and you need to sit down and develop protocols and standard practices for using the LAL in the most efficient way possible that's least disruptive. It's also important to price it accordingly. The patients are getting more of your time, more of your staff's time, more of your optometrist's time, and you deserve to collect a little more for that. And the patients are willing to do it. And if you provide the best technology with the best service, then it's going to work out for you nicely.
Yeah, how has the LAL changed my practice? And it's changed everything about cataract surgery for my practice. Before, our premium conversions were going up, but I wasn't necessarily delivering on the accuracy. I didn't have strong confidence that I could hit the target every single time. Once light adjustable lens came on board and I jumped into this wave, this movement, I started hitting literally 100% accuracy on outcomes. And that's really important because sometimes patients don't even know exactly what they want until the surgery's already been performed. And now I have an opportunity to do that adjustment afterwards. So it's really changed my conviction, my confidence, as well as my staff. We have super happy patients. We have 70, 80% conversion just to LAL alone. So it's upped all of our conversions across the board.
Oftentimes I get asked, using the light adjustable lens takes longer. We know that, but it's for a reason. It's for a good cause, and the benefit really outweighs the additional time that's needed. Generally speaking, most patients just need 2 treatments and 2 lock-in treatments. That's really not much different than your usual three visit post-op visit. So we're really looking at about 4 visits. And we begin that treatment about day 17 after the last eye that was done with surgery. Patients get to customize it. And as we start using the lens more and more, we're finding that we're able to target our intended target with just the initial surgery. And oftentimes patients are really just needing 1 treatment and 2 lock-ins. So it's actually starting to diminish in the amount of time. There's no question that it's a little bit longer, but remember why we're doing it. This is a great lens and it's really designed for certain patients. So those patients who want that customization, this is the lens for you.
Before LALs, there were many cases that we couldn't definitively deliver the patient expectations on the final visual acuity. And the LAL has given us a chance for patients who couldn't decide the ultimate goal. Now we can give them the ability to customize their lenses, to go and live with a certain refraction and come back for adjustments.
So it does take time, and there's no getting around it. There's a time commitment for you, for the patient, for your staff, but ultimately, I think the ends justify the means. I think when you see the supreme outcomes, you see the happy patients, you see patients who take a lot of ownership in their outcome and really get what they're looking for and put a hand on the steering wheel with you. I think that they find that those extra visits and time is worth it, and I think our staff and our doctors and everyone who's kind of bought into the technology feel the same way.
So the LAL's changed my practice by giving me much more confidence for my premium IOL patients. These are patients with really high expectations. They want to get the results that they're looking for, and with the LAL, I'm much more confident that I'm going to get those results. Many of these patients have complicated eyes, complicated corneas, or just really high expectations where you have to get it right. And with the LAL, I have so much more confidence that I'm going to get them the results that they need. We oftentimes talk about our patients being 20 happy. What I found is that patients who are 20/20 or 20/15, they're really happy. And when you see those results, that's what makes me happy too.
So one of the most common questions I get from my colleagues is about the post-operative time and how the patient experience has evolved, and does it affect our clinic? And the honest answer is yes, there is an adjustment. That the post-operative care is no longer as quick as simple as it used to be, but it is a little bit more of a conversation. But there's two things that I think I look at it a little bit differently than some of my colleagues. Number one, that's an opportunity for me to really get to know our patients, and that extra 5-10 minutes per visit really allows them to then go into their social circles and be proud of what they've been a part of, and to talk about it at the dinner table. And it's not something stigmatic where I think granddad had a cataract surgery a long time ago. It's no, I know everything about my mom's surgery because she talked about it all the time because she was really engaged in the process. The second thing, while it is time consuming, that process is obviously for a productive result that's going to last forever. I mean, I put my name on the quality of my surgeries, and I take pride in trying to provide that to our patients. So having this process is just a hurdle that's welcomed.
Dr. Taylor Strange, Alliance Vision Institute. A common issue that we hear from surgeons on the outside is how do they manage these patients after cataract surgery with light adjustable lens? There's been difficulties with how do they do the light LDD treatments afterwards, and it becomes sometimes an obstacle for these practices. So what we do at Alliance Vision Institute is we have our optometric team that manages these patients after their cataract surgery for all the LDD adjustments and lock-in period. And we find that that works very well, and it makes Alliance Vision Institute very efficient with this throughfare after the cataract surgery with the LDD and LAL patients.
Really interesting question just came up. They say, well, light adjustable lens is a fine lens and all, but we're taking weeks of time to customize your vision. My answer to that is, how important is your vision? Is your vision worth the time and the effort to get exactly what you want out of it? Yes, it may take a little bit of time to do this customization, but for your vision's sake, for the activities that you want to do, so that you have the ability to really know what you're getting before you're locked into the exact vision that you need for your lifestyle. So the answer to me is, yeah, if the vision is not important to you and you don't want to spend the effort to get it exactly the way you want it, then this may not be the technology for you. But for most people, vision is really important and absolutely worth the time.
The way that LAL has changed my practice, it's been pretty phenomenal, and I'm excited to share it because it's another intraocular lens that we can offer to our patients. I like to call that another tool in my toolbox. I call it a custom lens. It's one of my phrases. I also tell the patient that because they are involved in their eventual vision, and they are like the final determination of what vision they're going to have, it's brought our patients onto our team. They have responsibility, they have decision-making capacity, and in the end, they're not only overjoyed with their resultant vision, but they're so thrilled that they got to be a part of what their eventual vision is.
Hi, I'm Scott Schultz. I'm a glaucoma specialist and refractive cataract surgeon from Hilton Head, South Carolina at Bishop Eye Center. The LAL has been an amazing technology for our office, and one of the questions when I talk to colleagues and friends about the technology that I get a lot is, how is adopting the LAL and the technology impacted our practice? The biggest impact is from a quality of care standpoint and a patient satisfaction standpoint. It's really elevated our level of care. The patients that you place the LAL in, you can adjust the lens, you can optimize their subjective results after surgery without further surgery, and really fine tune and hone their quality of vision and their visual outcomes. And it makes for tremendously happy patients and allows them the opportunity to participate in their care as well as test drive their vision so that we can really achieve the outcomes we're looking for and the outcomes the patients are looking for. So it's kind of a win-win from a physician-patient standpoint. Providing excellent care and excellent medicine is priority number one, but priority number two is we have to make sure our doors stay open and keep our practice thriving. This technology allows us to remain financially viable with increasing costs and increasing inflation, workforce issues. This has been another boon to our practice as well from a practice development standpoint that's really helped us stabilize our practice and helped us remain viable in a difficult post-COVID world. So it's had a really, really positive impact on our practice overall. I've really enjoyed working with technology. Our patients have benefited from it unequivocally, and it's really helped elevate our practice in our community to be one of the premier practices that can deliver this kind of technology and results that patients have come to expect from us.